the Kenya Kwanza and Azimio dialogue team today made yet another headway as teams announced a framework on how they will approach talks on issues categorized in order of priority. Among other issues, electoral justice, cost of living, and political management will take precedence on the National Dialogue Committee's topics of discussion. And therefore, the public has been called upon to submit memoranda to the National Dialogue Committee Secretariat around 13 issues listed in the Kenya Kwanza Azimio talks. Here is Tracy Ochieng with more on the same.
The Ruto Raila teams successfully adopted the prioritization of the statements of issues in their meeting at the Bomas of Kenya, clearing the way for deliberations on matters of national concern. It was a jolly affair as the once warring factions walked hand in hand to the dialogue table.
Are you ready?
The Bomas Talks Committee has made major steps this week. Firstly, by being established by the Senate, and secondly, by harmonizing the issues of discussion. The technical team listed issues of electoral justice, Article 43 of the Constitution that addresses economic and social rights, and in this case, the cost of living, and respect for political parties as pressing matters.
We are happy to report to the country that we have been able to adopt the prioritization of the issues that are before us as proposed and agreed on by the Technical Committee, and the National Dialogue Committee has agreed to adopt that proposal, and we'll be sharing with you a list of those issues as prioritized, beginning with the issue of IEBC, Kenyans understanding the urgency of that matter, the issues to do with outstanding constitutional issues under Article 43 of the Constitution, the issue of the political parties management in the country, and the other issues as were listed.
Kimani has just said that the number one item as prioritized is IBC. He checks the correct wording is electoral justice. And if you look at it, IBC is number 2. So that we look at all the issues around electoral justice, including IBC, because of the urgency of the matter.
The public has been invited to the talks through adverts in the dailies. Needless to say
that we must have a people participatory process in everything that we do in this country. You know, it's a requirement of the Constitution.
However, our public participation processes have been merely cosmetic, a by-the-way process to fulfill a legal requirement, but not actually adopting what the public has to say. Will what Kenyans present to the National Dialogue Technical and Secretariat teams be entrenched in the framework set by the two parties? Who are these talks for?
In relation, as His Excellency says, in relation to the issues that are before the National Dialogue Committee. And many of those issues, you agree with me, pertain to matters that are of concern to the Kenyan people.
Among the 13 issues set for discussion involve constitutional amendments which not only require that they be recommended by the common wananchi, but that they are consulted prior to announcing any sort of framework. Otherwise, the public participation exercise will be just a formality. The National Dialogue Committee will reconvene at the Bomas of Kenya on September 11th as the technical and secretariat team work on receiving memoranda from you, our viewer, in the coming week. Issues of urgency have already been set, with electoral justice, outstanding constitutional matters on the cost of living, and political parties management taking precedence. What are your thoughts on this framework?
Kama country, kitu ya kwanza tunataka amani. Kila Mkenya anataka amani cause vitu mingi zinasimama wakati kuna maandamano. Tunaumia sana kama wananchi wa chini. So tunaunga mkono, mimi personally naunga mkono. Ningependa kukuwe na amani, hiyo ndio main topic. Then na support sana maneno ya maisha, kuongelea mambo ya vyakula kurudi chini, I mean the economy in general. So bipartisan kivyangu na support. Maneno ya ofisi ya opposition, okay, kama inaweza leta pia amani, then it's well, but all in all, we need peace.
Wacha tukubali hizo stories zili happen zikaisha. Wasitukopa chini tunaumia. Acha jamaa anaitwa Ruto juu tulishapata hiyo kitu. Afikirie vile ma youth tutasaidika. Stories zingine mingi wanaleta by partisan, going there and getting sitting allowances, you know. Hao watu wamekuwa in this scene for a while and naweza sema atufurahi. Juu wenyewe ukikuja hapo kwa ground wase tunaumia sana. Maisha ni ngumu, cost of living iko juu. Hata sidhani kama wataongelelea cost of living. Juu sasa watakuwa wanaongelelea about the next election, about I don't know EBC. They're not like aweki zile vitu za muhimu zina affect mse aliyovotia. So mimi na feel like partisan talks is a waste of time.
Upande wa Kenya Kwanza wao walikuja na wakaleta mambo yao yenye inaongelea tu kutengeneza ofisi juu ya prime minister, ofisi ya opposition leader. Na nikikumbuka vizuri huyu rais wa saa huyo William Ruto alikuwa amepinga sana mambo ya ofisi, hataki kuongea mambo ya kutengenezea watu ofisi, mambo ya kupatia watu kugawa power. Alikuwa anapinga hiyo maneno sana hata akifanya campaign. Lakini sasa anaona watu wake ndio wanaleta hiyo agenda na hajaongea. Maanisha kulikuwa na mchezo alikuwa anachezea wa Kenya time ya campaign.
Tracy Ocheng reporting for JBS News at the Bomas of Kenya, Nairobi.